Hi, hello. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you are here. Today, we're just going to kind of do a reading vlog. So, we have about 2 weeks left in the year, the time that I am recording this. It's the weekend before Christmas. And I have 3 books that I want to get through before the end of the year so I can dive in fresh to my January TBR. And so I have Project Hail Mary, which I am listening to, more kind of like an immersive read situation. And then I have Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Feeney. That's another book that I rented on audiobook from the library, and I'm also reading on my Kindle Ask for Andrea. And so that one we're going to try to get through today as much as possible. What percentage am I at on that one? Let's pull it up. I'm about 30% of the way through. And so it's a pretty quick read. In Ask for Andrea, you're kind of following 3 different POVs of girls that were all killed by the same man. So it's like you're following their ghosts. And so it's like a super unique concept for a serial killer novel, at least for what I have read. And so we're just going to try to get through that. But first, obviously, you got to start your day off with the Lord. So here's that B roll. So I don't know about y'all. I don't sit in silence very well. So we're gonna get some background music going, and I've got my coffee, and we're just gonna hang out, read some books. I'll throw in as much spoiler-free commentary as I can, uh, because this book is pretty good so far. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's so far at like a 3.75 for me, close to a 4. It is very, very close to a 4. And yeah, I think I can finish it today. If I don't, that's fine, but I do want to get a good chunk of it out of the way. They might have just found what they needed to find to hopefully catch this dude. I'm only 30% of the way through. I've only read 2 chapters. Hopefully it doesn't go too fast, but also not too slow. That's the balance with thrillers. You don't want it to like be drug out, but you also don't want it to be so fast that you end up with like half of it an empty book at the back half. Yeah. So far, so good though. Hopefully, they can catch this dude. Because it's definitely interesting from the perspective of like following the people that have already been killed. So like we know who the dude is. Like we know who the big bad is. And now it's just a matter of like we want him to get got so that nobody else. We don't want a fourth POV. Then like if you read the synopsis of the story, that is literally what these 3 ghosties are trying to do to prevent victim number 4 from happening. There's like 3 different timelines too, because one of the girls is from like 2 years ago in Colorado, one of them is a year ago in Utah, and one of them is the most recent one that's like in the present day in Idaho. So definitely interesting perspective. And the writing style is just so easy to follow too. And like I'm flying through it. And normally I'm a fairly slow reader. Like I'm able to just like book it. And I love it when I can just fly through a book and like not feel like I'm missing out on anything. It's very easy to read and understand. Let's get back into it. We are currently on chapter 16. This is sad. Like, one of the characters is talking to a family member that's already passed, and you learn more about, like, the afterlife in this story, which is sweet but also terrifying. Again, I know it's fiction. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't believe that what is happening here is real. When it comes to what happens after we die. But it was so sad, but also so sweet. And I think she might be finally getting help. Oh, oh no. It's fantastic. I don't normally get emotional over thriller books, but this one's getting me in the gut. So good. It's definitely over 4-star now. It's making me feel things inside. Alright, so a little bit of a change of scenery. All right. Obviously, today's a different day. So I ended up not recording yesterday or the evening before, and I ended up finishing Ask for Andrea by Noelle West Illy. So let's see my thoughts on it. Ugh, sweet, sweet, sweet joy of coffee. So I gave it a 4.25 star rating. It was very close to being a 5 star. And I'm going to keep it as spoiler free as I possibly can. So the ending of it fit, but it also was anticlimactic in my opinion. It was written beautifully and I love the story, but with everything that was going on leading up to this pinnacle moment, I was just like, that's it? That's all that's happening? Like that's how they catch the big bad? What? It didn't make sense. Um it made sense, but it didn't make sense with where we were at in the story. It would have made sense it would have been better spun in a different way, in my opinion. Um yeah. So that definitely knocked it down a little bit just because I was like, oh, it was underwhelming and a kind of disappointing ending in my opinion. So I would definitely recommend reading the book. It was a well written, well thought out story, and I thoroughly did enjoy it. It was a good time. It was a quick read. It was easy to get through. I was at the edge of my seat a lot of it. And I think that's why the ending of it, I was just like, oh, like I thought we were just gonna like plummet down like a massive coaster, and it would be insane. But it was just like you get to the peak, and then the ride stops, and you're like, oh, okay. I will say that the final conclusion, like the final like chapter or so, was absolutely beautiful, and I almost cried a little bit, um, because it was just so sweet. Of these, like if you read the back of the book, you know it's about we're following three girls that were killed by the same man. And it's like, obviously they're gonna be different ages, and two of them are helping the younger one, and it was just so sweet and tender, and it was definitely a great way to end and wrap up the book. And I am so glad that I read this novel, and I definitely encourage you to do it as well. So a couple of little notes I'm super excited about. So I'm already jumping into my next book, Never the Roses. This one, it was technically on my 26 and 26 and in my January TBR, but I am getting a little bit of a head start on it. So I might end up actually finishing this one in December. So I'm not gonna lie that this one might not end up actually being a January read. It might be a December read. So it is on KU, so I'm reading it there, but also in the physical copy. So might do another reading vlog while I read this one with the physical book, because I have the physical book, and the physical book is really pretty. Does it have any art on the inside? It does. It has like really pretty art like at the corners on the chapters. So I'm really excited to dive into it. I only read the first chapter last night, but we will see what happens with it. And then yesterday I got Happy Mail. I'm so excited. I ordered reading, like book journaling stickers and a book journal that is larger than I expected. Not gonna lie. In my head, I was like, oh yeah, that's fine, like a piece of paper. And then it comes in and I'm like, that's a lot of paper. So I'm going to build my own reading journal, and I cannot wait to do that. So this is going to wrap up the reading vlog for today. Let me know what you're reading. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's hang out again. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.